All right, welcome to Mossy Oak Farm, where I am missing a glove right when I'm ready to get started. And no luck. Did I stick it in my pocket? No, I did not. Okay, so we are on the hunt for a black glove. Watch, I'm gonna find it somewhere here as I'm walking back and forth in the video. I'm gonna be like, you passed it, dude. You passed the glove. All right, solved the problem. New set of gloves. When in doubt, change out your gloves, I guess. All right, so what we got to do is take the water main that's there, trench a line out over here. My plan, what's my plan? Oh yeah, my plan is to have all the direct sun crops there because the sun rises and sets like that. And then about 2/3 down, have a little bit larger trees that are still full sun, or plants that are full sun, to shade the partial sun ones that are going to be back here. So I'm thinking all the way in the back is a good spot for the solar system because we don't have power out here, or somewhere on the entryway. I don't want it to be the middle. I want it to be one of the ends over here or over there. So let me think about it as we get going. We have the line trenched. We'll go ahead and start assembling the PVC, and you can see I use the auger to kind of just help out. All I had to do is break in between really and then shovel out the rest. Sam, you're spazzing out. He's like, catch me if you can. Okay, so a couple things. This valve right here is broken. I can turn it left and right and it doesn't do anything. The water still goes. So I shut off the water at the well and at the house. Hopefully I don't have so much backflow, but I'm gonna have to look at replacing this. I loosened the top here, but I went to two stores, two little tiny stores, you know, that are within 10 and 20 minutes from me, and they're all out of tees for these 3/4 pipe. And so that kind of sucked. All I have is 2 T's. They're all out of 3/4 valves, and then they are all out of the 1 and 1/4 valve. So I was hoping to just replace the internal guts, but everything says, you know, I got to replace the whole thing. Couldn't find either of them, so that's for another day. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna reroute. I can't even say it, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and place that valve over here, and then I'm gonna tee off one side and tee off the other side. So at least I have something I can constantly do some work there, and I can do some work over there without having to worry about replacing that just for right now. So let me go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna go ahead and take this here. Oh yeah, let me tighten up this nut again here. Unfortunately, I hear these go bad quite often, and so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that. I'm not gonna try and close it because I don't want it to get stuck in the down position, but yeah, you could just spin this for days, and I'll monitor it and make sure that this isn't leaking. Hopefully it's not leaking. So I'll make sure I have this in plan. Let me go ahead and leave some space, like right there. Okay. Okay. Good. It's just a little bit of water. Yeah, last time I only cut off the water to the well, and that was not fun. Okay. So now I'm going to save this section because I want to put this section in there. Okay. Okay, and then I'll save this section here. Okay. Then I'm going to want to put a T here, and then an angle that way, and then one going straight. This guy will be the straight clip to that side. Okay, and I want to angle this down just a little bit so I can go down and then come this way. So first I want to get this primer on here, primer on there, primer on here. Oh, got it on me. Okay, clean that area there. Okay, I'll let it get tacky for a minute. Wipe off whatever fell on me. Oh, guess I should have got this all the way off before. There we go. Okay, so lay this like that. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. Get a good healthy amount in there. Wow, that was a little too much, but well, I guess there's no such thing as too much when you put this stuff on. But there we go. Go ahead and place that connection there. Give it a fresh dip here. Put this around that way. Okay, got that guy. Make sure I put this in nice and straight. Okay, now I have to do the T. There we go. Okay. So, should be a little bit easier to work with. Okay. Here. Okay. This guy on. So, oh, wait. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, it's a tight fit for sure on that one. Okay. Hopefully the goats stay over there. They probably won't though. Okay. So I'm gonna prime this. And around here. Oh shit. Nope. No, no, no. They're ready. They're like, the time has come. We are free. Okay. Oh, stay away from my primer. Okay, I don't need you guys getting high on me. Okay, got that one. I should just put them in the pen, but it's okay. Yeah, I just want to get this kind of put together before, because it'll be easier. So that guy's going to go there. This is going to be 90, and then I can go ahead and just prime it from that side and lay that in there. Okay. Goats. Shoo. Shoo. See, they're smart. They're like, that is a hole to freedom. All right, excuse me guys. Okay. So this and then there, okay. Okay, so that's gonna go like that, okay. There we go. That's pretty straight. Okay. So now I can go ahead and prime this here. Okay. Ugh. There we go. Much better. Okay. And so this will be the on-off valve in case I want to do anything with the water valve that's going to go here, the water stem, or anything that I'm going to go ahead and go over and fix over there. And I got to put a box in here. It's kind of heavy, but it's okay. Okay, that looks good there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring these on the other side. Clean this. Okay. Clean in here. Okay. A little too much, once again. That's okay. I don't think you can really put too much. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wait for a second. Okay. And yeah, that looks good right there. Okay, so once that's done drying, okay, then I'll go ahead and I'll cut off right here and just join this section. Okay. Okay. This one's pretty dirty. I wonder how, just for experience testing here, I wonder how good this is gonna seal even with a little bit of dirt. Oops, tripped on the threads. I'm gonna do it just so I know for future. Okay. One, two, three, and mama. In case you're wondering what I was doing, counting the goats, making sure none got out because I left the gate open. Okay, so that guy's done. Now it's time to start on this. That was just a little bit on this side. I would like to go more. Okay. Okay, so that is done. Next, let's see. Okay, GoPro died on me. So just to kind of recap, we got a faucet there. We got our shut off valve coming from the main guy to go up there or to go out to our trenched line into the first third of the grow field here. And so we have a T-post that is level. Just use a long level to make sure it's level both directions. Then I have a 3/4 faucet, and that line is for the auto timer. The one that I have is a solar version, so we'll come over here. So it's just this little guy here, has a solar panel, and it should work rain or shine, it says. So we'll see how long it lasts, but it's a solar panel, little tiny one, and it's only going to be activating once a day, so should work. That's not for this whole field. That is just going to be for 2 rows that come up to this point, and then as I go, I'll need to add more. I went to 2 stores, like I said, locally here within 15 and 20 minutes, and they both were out of all T connections. So I'm gonna leave this unfilled. I'll go ahead and I'll cut that, and when it comes time, I go back into town and extend it more. But I'm only gonna be planting 1 row right now, maybe 2 rows, and we'll see how that goes. But as for this project, still some stuff to do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and backfill now that I tested and there's no leaks, and we're good to go.